And Ancient Man, what's going on, bro?
What's up, brother? First off, I come from the opposite end of the spectrum on your discussion on the coupling aspect, but I do believe that the elites don't want us to couple due to more progression, more population. But the
Mhm.
problem with saying that we need to couple is you don't take into account the civil courts, the courts dealing with, divorce and the
Mhm.
numbers. I'm a numbers guy. I've done well. I've invested. I did big. I won it in cryptocurrency. I'm in precious metals,
Damn,
and I
you must have
cannot.
hit me with a $30,000 crypto cash app, then, bro.
I mean, I could show you. Yeah, I could show. That's actually close to what I have in metals.
Mm.
But what would tell you is that I can't honestly sign a document like a marriage document without cause. And Tomas in your comment section said it very well. He said that he's seen men late in their years lose everything behind signing that document. So
Hmm.
what's going on with the numbers? The numbers say that 70% of women file for divorce and eject men later on. They're rejecting these men who have built with them. We can go with the motion or we can go with the numbers. The numbers say women are ejecting men at 50% rate. We
Hmm.
can all go with emotion. I myself, I do better with women of other cultures. I'm a hillbilly Negro, not raised in a larger Negro society. So I'm not popular with the larger Negro female
Oh,
community.
slow down,
So
Ancient Man. You got to
yeah,
slow
what's up? What's
down
going on? What's going on?
because I believe that you know who you called.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, like I said, I
You
love your
already
content.
know, you already know where this is going. So what you're telling me is you are a bunny hopper.
Not really a bunny hopper. Did well with Asians, Hawaiians. I was a wrestler in high school and college. So when I got to college in Cali, I did really well with other cultures
Mhm.
of females.
But
So it wasn't. They saw a functional male. I don't have the same look as you.
mm,
We women that are attracted to you are not. And I'm the normal. I guess a lot of us. You could call us a gang over on the other side of your conversation. You could call
mhm.
us that. But we've done the numbers. We've done the numbers
Well, wait,
and the
give
success
me a second,
rates.
Ancient. You're throwing a lot of stuff at me. Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah,
I said couple.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
I got to remove you because you're not listening. I want need you to listen. Listen, I said couple. The reason why I said couple because I'm gonna leave marriage up to you. Okay, so if you feel like legally you shouldn't marry, that's your own conversation. I have a brother who's been with this woman for 25 years and they've never married. Not against that. You do not. I do agree with you that you do not need a marriage certificate to be with somebody. You can also sign things where you can leave stuff to people legally. You don't got to be married. So I do agree with you on that. Me worrying about the failure cases of a reason to do something is a loser's mentality to me. I'm not going to sit around and just look at numbers all freaking day. The numbers are terrible. I do agree. I do agree. The numbers are terrible. But you got to have a proper vetting process. We're not about to get into how to vet a woman and vet a man and vet if you should date Asians and white. I'm not about to get into all that to you because I believe no black man should be with no woman that ain't black. That's my belief. I'm not here to argue with you on that because you do what you want to do. If you want to be with other races, hey man, that's all beautiful. If you feel like you and your mate shouldn't sign that paperwork, there are other legal means to take care of your mate. You don't have to do that. So I don't disagree with you in that either. But there is no benefit to me coming on here telling every male I see or every viewer I see that your marriage is going to end in her taking all your shit, which is inherently crazy to me because nobody has shit really right now. I just don't see the point of me doing that. And to me, there's enough people doing it. There's enough people telling you marriage doesn't work. There's enough people telling you being with somebody doesn't work. I'm not interested in pushing that narrative because when you look at the people who are getting this shit done, they don't have these problems. They don't. No one ever sits back and discuss after the over sexualization the picking methods of the people who are picking these relationships. If we're over sexualized, you're picking people based on sex. Maybe that's why the numbers are so bad. That's just a question. That's just a thought. That's a thought. If we pick people based on more conservative or more views that we pick people in the past on, maybe those relationships will look like that. That's a maybe. But having a rhetoric of, oh, we should just never be with nobody because the laws are crazy. If that was the case, I can have a conversation about what state you live in. The laws are crazy to your race. Why do you live there? The death toll of driving a car. Why do you drive a car? The death toll of using a shower. Why do you use a shower? I could use that for anything. I could use that for anything. That's common law in certain states. That's what I mean. I can use that for anything in the world. The law based on if you have a sex with somebody and them being able to tell you, if they ever say they you wouldn't have sex with no one ever again. You're in liability if you have sex with somebody. So you're going to have to assume some risk eventually, because you risk just to drive to the store. You risk just to drive across country. You risk just being a trucker. So tell me how all of these other risks are okay, but this one is not. What made you make the decision that this risk is not okay, but I'm going to drive on a street? I'm confused. And if you feel that way, as P God's sake, sign a prenuptial agreement. Then my thing is with you, ancient, then just don't get married. My question is to you, why can't you just, let's say why do you have to sign the paper and be married? Don't marry. It's a simple, it's not hard to do. Don't marry. And the conversation ends. Y'all want to be in a perpetual argument about nothing. Nothing. You want to be in a perpetual argument about nothing. Here's something that I can't fix. I can't fix cowardice. If you're running numbers on everywhere, will tell me they're running the numbers on marriage and then eat McDonald's food. What's the numbers on McDonald's food? What's the numbers on being overweight? You would run the numbers on everything then. Why did you choose this one thing to run the numbers on? If you are scared and fearful, you won't live, bro. If you're fearful about every move you make, you won't live. You are literally gridlocked in fear. And I can't live that way. I can't live that way. And if you never get married and you have kids and you bury your precious metals and you die, then what? You died proving a point? If you cannot couple with your mate, what was the purpose of living? What's the purpose of living? I assume you want to pass that shit on to an heir, right? We have become very good at pointing out every negative thing about something being done and having no solution. There's no solution. Y'all are taking on this MGTOW plight of never being married and then complaining about the condition of your racist community. How is your racist community, your race community, gonna get better and own anything if y'all never get married and never able to pass on anything to an heir? That means even if all y'all made money, all of y'all bought houses, all of y'all fixed the neighborhood and everything, and none of y'all was married, they would all go to probate or state court and be lost in one generation. It makes no sense. But that cannot be talked about at all. You know why? Because you don't even date black women anyway. So it's safe to say you do not have a conscious mind. You're not interested in your community. You're interested in being on the outside of it, which is fine. I'm not going to hate on it, but I cannot take your word into advisement because your choice of mate proves to me you do not care about the community that I so once live in, that I live in. You live on the outside of it. You're not thinking about community, but you know who is? The Jewish people are thinking about community. That's why their community looks 10 times better than ours. You can't be mad that this young guy at the company makes you drive shitty loads when his father left him a business through a marriage. Come on. Habitual jigabooing. What we have found out is that all of these people with these thoughts helps one person, them. And yes, okay, that's good. But the truth is a community isn't one person. So basically you're operating as if there is no community. And there is some signs that say, hey man, well, there isn't no community. Okay, if that's how you feel. But then when you go to Friendly, Maryland, one of the richest black counties in the country, what are they? Married. Marmalade scooping. You do better with other races or other, hey man, okay. Not a hater. That's what you want to do, but you cannot come on here and discuss community with me because you have taken yourself out of it. You have no community. That means this isn't a discussion for you. You're a disruptor. You're an anarchist. You come in here to push anarchy. You don't come in here for a solution. You're coming here to say all these people are bad and that's why I don't deal with them. That makes no sense. See, there you go. And there's black women don't like me, so what's the point? Look, man, I can't fix something like that. I can't fix that black chick that didn't like you, so you switched over to Asian chicks. I mean, you switched over to a race of people that historically hate niggas. So I'm confused at how are you able to do so well with Asians that hate niggas, but you can't do well with black people? That's confusing to me. But maybe you went over to some weird ass country where they're overexploited and you having money and they like your money and you're able to have sex with them or something. That's usually what that adds up to. That's what that adds up to. That's what that adds up to. You're a passport bro, right? You believe passport prostitution, which is what it is. You believe that's cool. You believe going to a place where they're overexploited and our country has overexploited them to the point where they can't have 10 roofs. They live in mud huts. You believe going over there, giving them a couple dollars and sexually abusing them is okay. And I don't. I disagree with that. I think it's sick, it's nasty, and akin to rape. That's what I believe. But I'm not here to push my agenda on you. That's just how I feel. I believe there's something wrong with you if you can't live in your country and pull the woman that you were born next to. If you can't do that, then you're lacking in something. So you go somewhere where the numbers favor you and you can sexually abuse. Because even if you went over there, why you ain't marry one of them? Why didn't you couple and get one of them weird agreements and not marry her and be with her? Why didn't you stay in Asia and be with them? And why I've had success? How is success sex? Because you're not with one of those people, which means you did not have success. If you're not with them, that's not success. Now, if you're telling me I've had success like they let you touch their vagina, that's a whole different conversation. Y'all done got me to preaching today. Y'all done got me to preaching. Because jigabooing, oh my God, it's on the rise, bro. Sideway cooning is on the rise. Marmalade stepping, sugar cooning is on the rise. Now I'm sprung. Hey, there's something. Now I'm sprung. No, it sounds like, and this is no shot at that community, Rise, sounds like you're gay, which ain't a bad thing. That's what you want to be. I just happen to be heterosexual. Excuse me if a love of a woman makes me feel good. That's just my preference. I'm not hating on yours, but you have some inner hate about you being a homosexual and you're springing it on me. Don't spring it on me. I like women. I don't need no big callous hand grabbing my genitalia. That don't get me off. You understand? That don't get me off. I like a soft touch of a woman. I like it to smell good. I like that hot Sacagawea. That's just who I am. But I'm not hating on you for you. You live your life. But you're hating on you for you. So you're coming over here to scream at me. Oh, well, you sprung off of it. What else in life was I supposed to be sprung off of? You got some other thing out there I should be sprung off of? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I like regular sex. That's me. I don't know what you do. I'm not here to be bad on what you do. I'm telling you what I'm into. I don't run over to channels that discuss homosexuality and bash them. I don't do that. Live your life. Let me say something. Life is too short for you not to bust a nut the way you want to. And my particular preference happened to be soft, hot Sacagawea. That's who I am. Yeah, I like a little extra meat. I like a little size on it. I like soft cheeks. I like that. I like women. I'm into women. I like their voice. I like the way they smell. I like the whole nine. Like she cooks for me. She cleans I like that. This is the only world where they can tell you you'll never find happiness. And when you do, you are a derogatory term when you find it. You're sprung. Ain't that a bitch? So if the goal isn't to eventually be sprung, what are we chasing? You're supposed to be perpetually angry like me. I'm not going to be able to do that. I closed the deal. That's the problem. I know how to talk up on some pussy. I'm a different dude. I'm from a different era. I didn't have that. I don't watch MGTOW content because I don't have women problems. I didn't have them when I was single. Women seem to like me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm sexy. I don't know what's going on. Women want to give me some. They like the way I talk. They think I'm funny. They like my personality. I get them going. You don't do that. So you coming from a place of anger. You're coming from a place of failure. I haven't failed in that department, man. I get women going, man. I get them hot. They listen to me talk. They nipple get hard, bro. It's different for me. I ain't got to run. I don't have that issue. So I never took in that content to try to figure out how to get some butt because butt comes to me. I'm a nice guy. I'm fun to be around. I'm generous. I'm affectionate. I have direction. I have conviction. I speak with authority. It gets women going. You do not. So when you talk to women, it turns them off. Something ain't right about you. So they be like, nah, I can't give you no Sacagawea. Why? Because something wrong with you. And they ain't wrong. Something wrong with you. You come on here arguing with me. What you arguing with me for? I'm not your woman or man. I do not discriminate. You be who you want to be with. I'm saying something's not right over there. How dare you be happy with your woman? Now he talking about battlefields. Nigga ain't never been to war. You see what I'm saying? This is what I mean. They'll talk about nonsense, but not closing the deal. Nonsense. Ain't no man in here, heterosexual man in here, want to be laying down for the rest of their life without no sweet, soft, tender butt next to them. Ain't no dude like that. Ain't no man in here saying, sign me up for the no vagina in my bed. There's no man in the world who's saying that unless they're that other persuasion, which I'm not hating on. If they are, that's who they are. But they still have someone with them, even if you were gay. If you were gay, you would have a man, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be on here arguing to me about relationships. If you're going to ask me, do I want to hang out with a bunch of dudes? I'm going to tell you, I want to hang out with a bunch of Sacagawea. That's what I'm into. But when I get to telling y'all you should couple, you should be together, as the good Bible told you, the good Lord said, when a man finds a woman, he finds a good thing. You saying, oh, we need to get away from that thought process. Then why were we better off then and we're not how we are now? Why was the anxiety what it was then and anxiety is what it is now? Why were we able to have children then and no one's getting pregnant now? Why are we not screaming about relationships then and we're screaming about relationships now? Why was the population growing then and it's not growing now? Your way has been implemented for 15 years and it shows it does not work. It may work for you individually because you're not a community person, but it does not work for society as an organism as a whole. It does not work. It doesn't work. There was no school shootings in the 50s.